Lorimer Womanor.
Whoa. Careful.
Women or what?
Women are these nuts in your mouth.
God damn it.
Whoa.
We were in the house though, I think, right? Had we knocked?
We had not. We had
had
knock.
not knocked. I knew you were gonna fucking
I
do that.
told us to stop here so we could do it next time, which is this time now.
Do you want to knock now?
No, I think you should knock.
I think you should
I'll knock.
knock all those dicks out of your mouth.
Whoa!
Bro,
I knock on the door.
I'm the one who knocks.
Wait, what do we want to know?
This is our contact in the town, I believe. Lorimer Manor is where the guy who died lived, and his daughter's here hanging out.
I'm wanting to know about some books, right?
Yeah, well, you know, we'll get there. We want to know about some books and some other shit that he took and then died.
Okay, so he's dead. We want to know about his shit.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't have to
No,
say
all
that
about
to
the
his
shit.
daughter.
No,
You don't.
all about
His recently fatherless daughter.
Yeah, cease and desist, or deceased in this case.
Shut up, woman. Where's your shit?
I think she got taken to the chapel. No, she's not with us.
What are you talking about?
The girl.
We haven't met her yet.
Oh, she's not the girl that we took to the people and left her?
What the fuck are you? No, that is not. All right, I go knock on the door.
Okay.
I'm already knocking on the door. I mean, I don't know what you're doing.
All right, we're both
Knocking.
knocking on the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
I have a feeling there's some trolling going on here.
You guys are thinking about the little girl who Grandpa was killing for.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a different little girl.
I'm still knocking on the door. I don't care what you say.
No, don't do that.
Exactly. Thank you.
No, big
Oh,
guy. It's
God,
okay.
no.
I won't mean any trouble.
So anyway, we knock on the door.
Yeah, knocking good.
You knock on the door. And you see a woman approach the front door from the inside and kind of peek through one of the front glass. She is fairly tall, thin, and quite pretty. But she looks like she's been crying and looks very tired. Kind of has slight bags under her eyes. She looks like she's had a rough couple of days. And she opens the door and says, yes, can I help you?
I rolled diplomacy to have social skills.
Yeah, ma'am. We're here with CPUS.
Oh my god.
I don't know what to roll diplomacy wise.
You got a 14, which Tim counter assists you, bringing you down to a 12.
I
Gaspar
counter his counter assist.
Gaspar tries to help and just starts coughing and sneezing. Bless you, Sid.
Dismas
I
grabs,
take him over.
grabs William by the back of the coat and puts a hand over his mouth, pulling him backwards. So you
She's
again
blushing.
have a 14 diplomacy check.
Can I
So
assist
after
as
all
well?
that, I have a 14.
You have
could
diplomacy,
try.
yeah?
I mean,
Oh wait, I don't
this
have a
is
skill. I
kind
don't have
of-
a skill. I take it back.
this is kind of a, take a hit or stay blackjack kind of moment, seems like. 14's not great, but the party's also
Not great.
50-50
Part
fucking
on
it
the
up so far.
doorstep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a dump on the doorstep accidentally.
Wow. I'm going to change your character to Amber Heard.
Let's keep our pants up, Sid.
Sound like my second grade teacher.
Wow.
Wait, I didn't like that either.
Mm.
Anyway,
Yeah,
let's
that
keep
list
going.
goes on and on, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Probably a lot of things your second grade class didn't like.
More like second rate.
Wow.
Anyway.
Rate with a T.
Boom, motherfucker!
Boo-ha.
What a fucking legend.
Fucking I'm going.
Right.
Look, sometime we could do a one-shot about the backstory of Buhan if you guys want.
Oh, I would so enjoy that.
I'd be into that.
Is this a setup?
I think that's
Yep.
that's a
Bull on these
crossover.
nuts.
You know, it could be, Sid. Anything could be. But in this case, this
Yeah.
character does exist. I created him. His name is spelled Bujon. He is Bujon.
Boo-hot.
He is a pirate captain that the party apprehended and probably should have killed, but they didn't.
But we
They
didn't,
liked
and
him.
we're thank goodness we did because he came and kicked ass for us.
Oh yeah, he was befriended by El Wapo at one point.
Yeah, he pounded Bussy for
Yeah.
us when we needed him most to be pounding Bussy.
Yep. This will
This
be
is-
one of
is
those
this-
YouTube recordings that I upload, but don't like it's a private post.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you start recording before we talked about the Nazis? Or
Mm.
after?
Well, now you've talked about him on the recording, so
Yeah.
in a very suggestive way that people
does
people
anybody
listen
Yeah,
care
in
to
a way that-
repeat
might
their
even
earlier
construe it as worse
statements?
than what we said.
Very, very much indicates something was not said. In a
So
in a,
Say,
Anyway,
Miss
I'm-
Lorimer, we're here with the Nazi party.
This-
Oh.
excuse me, the Nationalist Social Workers Party.
Oh my god.
she just says, "What are the Nazis?" because they don't exist in this world.
You did not see me kill your dad. Boom.
Oh, bug.
So, Miss Lorimer, I'm sorry to bother you, but we're working with Seapuss, and we heard that your father had some.
Seapuss from
Yeah.
Lepstadt?
yeah,
What are you
Yeah.
doing here?
very sad.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we've run into some issues with some undead and some different things, and we heard that your father may have had some information / materials that could be important to our investigation. We are extremely sorry, and we offer our sympathies with what you're going through, but the investigation is too important to let it stand without investigation.
Any of you good at sense motive?
Yes, I'm very good
Yeah.
at it.
You could roll
I
it now
might,
if you like.
am I good at it, Toby? I don't remember.
You can assist
If-
me, nerds. Get behind me.
I'll
If-
assist.
If you buy it, you'd be
Wow.
pretty good at it. You have not bought a rank yet.
I've not
though.
bought it. Okay, I'm not
Yeah.
assistant shit.
You don't have a ton of skill points, but that's definitely one you should pick up because your wisdom.
Yep.
Okay. That's a 25, 27, 29. The party
Being
has the
black.
sense that she sort of dreaded opening the door. She relaxed noticeably when you said you were from Lepstadt. Seapuss had no effect on her. And she took a look at you
Why
guys.
not?
Yeah. She took a look at you guys, and you clearly look like you're not from around here, and that seemed to comfort her as well. And she looked over your shoulders up the streets left and right, like, is anybody watching? And she says, "Oh, come on in."
Thank you. We're not being followed. We're taking due diligence to make sure everything's on the up and up. But we're
She
we're
says,
sorry to
"Oh,
intrude.
it's
That
not
is-
followed, it's just this town."
I say player to player, that is not even true.
I-
We've
Shut
done
the-
nothing.
Shut up! Shut
Just
your
be
mouth!
clear- Just be
Shut
clear.
your mouth! Shut your
Shut
mouth!
your
We have
fucking
done
whore mouth.
absolutely nothing to conceal our
Shut
presence.
up! Shut up!
We showed up with 4 captives. We're like, yeah, we're
Shut your
cowboys.
mouth! I'm
Okay.
gonna punch you.
Yeah, we've like anchored a group of people, most
Took you-
likely.
Took you all of 1 round to lie to this NPC.
Shut your
Oh.
mouth! It's about
Jo-
making them feel better,
Nah,
not the
Josh,
truth.
I'm with you. I think this lady does not harbor a healthy respect for either our institution nor our lady.
Sense motive on the party, I believe they're bullshit.
Oh,
Like,
you
oh,
don't
I-
sense it well.
I must have missed all that counter tracking we were doing.
Should just be DIP, Josh. And
Dynamite.
I made you a punch macro in case you need it. It's /punch, but it'll probably do a pop-up.
If you're thirsty.
21
Thirsty.
diplomacy. Yeah, you're pretty smooth about it and quite polite. She invites
you're
all of you
lying.
in.
Toby's gonna like make us be followed now because of all this shit.
That is
No,
a
we're not
common
being followed.
theory that players have, is that I just sit around doing nothing as GM until you guys
Yeah.
suspect
Give
a
you the
thing,
material.
then I
Yep.
do it.
Yep.
It's
And
really funny
there's-
when you
That
put it
would
like
never
that.
happen.
There's
Never
just
happened.
there's just no reason for you guys to ever think anything different. So by all means, continue thinking you have that much agency.
So what's
Making
her
us
name?
sound
What's her name,
like
Toby?
assholes.
Kendra.
Pleasure to
Lamar.
make your.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't know why that got me funny. I've had a few beers at this point, so everything
That
is.
got me funny.
What? I thought you were at church, you sweet little choir
I
boy. What are you doing?
Did, and then I started drinking beer. So
Yeah, the blood of
Yeah.
Church will
Christ.
do that.
Miller Lite.
Yeah.
no, good beer. Oberon, Bell's Oberon. So,
Imagine not liking
Ooh.
Miller Lite. Sorry, I'll stop.
Did you find a church that shares your love of Jesus and alcoholism?
yes, I did.
Perfect.
It's
I'm really
so
happy for you,
glorious.
bud.
Me too. It makes my life a lot easier.
There's a church where I would feel half accepted.
You know, oddly enough, Kyle's church is the same way.
I heard that. I knew that actually. The Bankister.
I went to a church function and drank
Yep.
moonshine. It was glorious.
Yep.
Damn.
No, the
Love it.
Bankister gals were introduced to beer in their teenage years, I believe, because the family's just
That's
real
the way it
relaxed about
should
it.
be. That
Mhm.
is exactly the way it should be.
They are positively German about their beer drinking age thoughts. Like 15, 16 is plenty old.
Yeah, it's perfect age.
Hey Josh, if you
Yeah.
decided to go worship at a temple, it'd be Jews and brews. That's all I wanted to tell you.
I approve of that as well.
Thank you, thank you.
Or Jewish brews. Brews.
Brew. Yep. yeah, brewish.
Okay.
Brewish?
Okay. Sid's interruption and comment is sustained and entered into the record.
So, anyway, Kendra, like I
Yeah,
said,
we should.
we're very sorry to intrude, but like I said, we've had these rash of.
You've got a rash?
We've got a rash. It's very bad rash. No medication will
Oh,
take care of it.
well, the apothecary. There's an apothecary.
God
in
damn it,
town.
he rolled a 21 though. God damn it.
We've had this rash of attacks, and some of them seem to be undead related. Some seem to be imposters, but we're trying to get a handle on it. And C-Puss has in charge us with
Well,
the goal of
she's-
investigating this.
She says Leipstadt is so far from here, and Dad just was killed very recently. I don't understand how you're here so quickly, unless you used
Unless what?
magic.
To the party. Did we use magic? Magic?
Yeah, we like portaled, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we arrived here via magical means.
Yes.
So how did we find out we needed to come here? How did we find that out? I don't remember. Was it the judge?
Mhm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and player to player, it was the judge told us that he had taken some magic books and then died with them, so they were magically alerted to the death of the possessor of the books.
Okay, do we want to disclose that? Are we okay with disclosing that information?
I don't
Maybe
remember if
not.
she told us to be sneaky about it.
I don't know all details of the investigation, but certainly answer her questions as much as she will ask, right?
What was her question?
How we got here so quickly?
He just be dead. How'd we get here?
We could say, something like your father was a powerful man. He had many powerful friends, and his death was a tragedy, and we were dispatched to get here and investigate as quickly as possible.
Agreed. We say that.
That's perfect.
No, we don't tell her everything.
She looks sort of. She's processing that information, and she says, "Who sent you? Was it the university or the city?"
C-Puss, ma'am.
Well, we're not here in our official capacity. Just happen to all be C-Puss officers.
Yeah.
How much do we want to tell her?
I really don't
Are we
remember
all
if we were...
are we all C-Puss related, or some of them from the university or the temple?
We're all at least badge-carrying C-Puss members, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
Whip out
judge
your
was
badge,
like,
boys.
well, we're not here on official police business. We weren't sent here by C-Puss. We were sent here by the judge because she's part of some secret organization that the Archmage was also part of. But I don't remember the name of that organization.
Check your
C-Plus
notes on your
2.0?
computer, Tim.
My notes are on my other computer.
Oh,
Oh,
I have
Okay.
Your
this-
notes are here.
I will remind the
Yeah.
party that you were sent here by the judge, who said that she was funding this investigation out of her own pocket. She had given you time off from CPUS, and she wanted you to investigate this death because it was a friend and colleague of hers who died. And she paid to have you teleported down here. And she is Judge Derimid.
Okay, we'd pass on that information if he was a friend and colleague, I think. Right?
But how do we know? Yeah.
I say Judge Derimid sent us, ma'am.
Okay. She visibly relaxes at that. She says, "Oh, thank goodness. Emberth. Oh, she was one of Father's best friends. All right. Well, if she sent you, I'll tell you that I don't know what happened to Father exactly, but the town is behaving very strangely, and I just had all of my pallbearers back out for his funeral in the morning. I literally have no way to even take him to his grave.
Did they give reason or they just flee on you?
Oh, they all gave garbage reasons, she says. One was sick, one forgot it was his anniversary. It was just a myriad of excuses.
do you know a reason why they might all leave in such a hurry?
Because this is a small town with small minds, and they're very superstitious. And Father was a good man, but he investigated evil things. That was his passion, was researching necromancy, though he was not one. He was not a necromancer himself.
Do you know what he was investigating before he died?
To some extent, yes. I'm trying to figure that out. There's a number of books here that he's clearly borrowed from Leibstadt that have locks on them I can't open. And I have his sealed will. The councilman's supposed to come by tomorrow after the funeral and read it to basically proclaim it into law here.
Well, a couple of proposals. Would you be opposed to us being your pallbearers?
I would be very thankful if you would be.
Yeah.
Would you be opposed to us looking at the books and unlocking the books if you don't mind?
Certainly. I also have Father's. There's a chest here that is locked, and the tomes are in there, from what I understand. And the councilman has the key, and will bring it by with the will tomorrow. So you can see everything tomorrow, unless you have some way past the lock tonight. I don't mind if you.
Sid,
Dude.
I honestly don't remember your character's name.
Kovira.
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 Kovira, can you see what you can do with those locks?
You got it.
Okay.
Where our book? Nice.
Okay. There is
I'm
a
just gonna.
huge ironbound chest here with a rather complex lock on it that you can try to open if you wish.
Okay, here goes nothing.
The lock is. You're not able to open it, but you're able to see that the lock is extremely complex.
Is it magical? Oh, I'm gonna try and detect. Can someone detect magic on it? I don't know if I actually
I
have to.
gotcha. I detect
I'd say
magic
I
on
could
it.
too. Detect magic. Ah!
Okay.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
I'll detect evil for good measure. Make sure it's not any evil magic book.
What is this new devilry?
On a scale of 1 to
Nice.
10, the chest radiates 10 out of 10 magic. On a scale of 1 to 10 in evil, it radiates 10 out of 10 evil.
Oh
shit.
no.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I recoil
It
a
is
bit.
like looking into a monster truck's headlights with night vision goggles.
Oh shit.
I say, wait, maybe don't. Maybe not opening that. Maybe
I,
not.
I would like to interrogate Miss Lorimer as to if she was aware of this book's highly evil and magical properties.
Kovira, can you check for traps?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. 1 second. I'm functioning on a laptop and it is not fun.
No.
No.
I look at Kendra Lorimer and I say, "Please forgive me for procedure, but I'm on to detect evil on you now."
Yeah.
Hey,
I detect
Oh
evil
my
on her.
god.
hey Toby.
Granddad's hype track is the Detect Evil, huh?
I didn't do that.
I must
I
have done
did
it and
not
forgot
do
about
that.
it.
Detect Granddad. What's up,
Detect
Sid? You
Granddad.
okay?
Dude, what do I roll for trap finding?
I think disable device probably.
Perception?
Or
Perception.
perception.
Perception or okay. Thank you.
Your rogueness will factor in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, see, +1 versus trap, so that is a 19. It does not appear to be trapped. And who's doing the detect magic? Was it Bill?
I
William.
detected magic and Harrison detected evil, and then I detected evil and Kendra after that.
Concentrating on the
To be
spell,
clear,
moving around, and
Mhm.
examining it more closely, you think that both the magic and the evil reading are coming from the contents of the chest, not the chest.
Mm.
Can
Okay.
can we do it? Oh, okay. Would it make sense to do a knowledge arcana check at
You would
least on
need
like what
more to go on, but yeah, you can.
information?
You're pretty
Yeah.
sure the chest is not magical. It's just a really well-made lock.
Okay, okay. I wasn't sure if like the lock itself, like I could figure out
Mm-hmm.
something about it that allows me to, MacGyver something, but
Just requesting a refresher as the player. Was our objective here to secure these contents and return to Lebstad, or I think it was that, and also do some investigation into Papa Lorimer's death,
Correct.
and then also try and protect Kendra if there was any fucky business going on here.
What the
That's not
judge, that's exactly what the judge said,
okay.
Lovely.
was figure out how he died, really, because she had no faith in the locals' ability to investigate and protect his daughter and return the books that he'd borrowed from the university.
should we
So,
let her know we are trying to
we-
protect her? I feel like that would cause alarm, maybe, but
So, Kendra, what we've discovered is that your father borrowed some highly evil books from the university to investigate whatever he was investigating.
She nods.
Seems like. Um,
That
I think.
tracks, she says.
I'm sorry.
She said that tracks. That's what Dad was into.
do you know if those books are what's in that chest there?
I would think so.
Okay.
Seems
He
from our
studied
spell.
he studied tomes that are outlawed, that are dangerous to even read or examine. He had a very careful process with the way he examined them to study them, so that he wasn't attacked or hurt by them. And so I'm certain that he keeps them under lock and key when he's not around.
Can you describe that process? Perhaps we can learn from it.
I'm unfortunately not familiar with it.
Okay.
Father
I,
is a
s-
much more accomplished wizard than I am.
I still have a question about the pallbearers who left, their motivations for leaving. Did they fear some sort of demonic retribution from the event of Mr. Lorimer's death?
My father was a friendly and happy member of this community, and I am sensing that the town is sort of turned on him and thinks that he died as a meddler or something. I don't know. I hear them talking and they won't look me in the eye and they avoid me, and I grew up in this town. It's my father's house, and I don't feel at home here anymore.
Do you feel like the town feels like he was meddling in business he shouldn't been?
Yes, and I can understand that sentiment, but they won't even help me bury him. I don't understand it. They act like he's cursed or something.
Are these long-term
I
friends
think
or short-term?
These are people that have lived in the town and known my father for years.
I think we have
Decades.
some questioning to do then. If you can give us some names. What do you,
Yeah.
What
I
what
think that sounds
exactly
good.
what do you know about how your father's about your father's death? Where did it happen? What happened? What I know you don't really understand all of it, but what information can you give us that you're for sure of?
I hold up a hand and say, "Ma'am, Before you answer that, we just want to say that we're sorry for your loss, and it sounds like the town's making this harder. And we appreciate
Agreed.
that can be difficult, but we're here to help however we can.
She looks
No,
as though she's on the verge of tears, but she collects herself, and she says, "Well, I'll let me just step into the kitchen, and I'll get us some wine and bread, and we can discuss it over dinner. I'll tell you everything I know."
I nod and I say, before that sounds great. Before we do that, I point to the chest of books and say, until we know more about the circumstances of your father's death, these seem very powerful and very evil. Uh, would you be all right with us taking possession of these for the time being?
I suppose so. You said you were sent here to get them?
Yes, ma'am. And
All right.
frankly, I don't really want to let them out of my sight at this point.
Yeah, I would rather you return them to the university. I have
And
no use for them.
Perfect.
There's a chance also that townsfolk could be feeling or sensing whatever is emanating from the chest, so it would be
Yeah.
best to get them.
To
Get these
this
things
aside
there.
to the party, like, are we gonna go anywhere else?
We should check with the local authority. They may be too incompetent to solve this murder, but they might know something.
I would
We,
assume they're dumb fucking rocks, but
yeah, we can start
I
here with
mean,
her. I think she's a good
to be
starting point.
honest, she may be the safest place for us in the town. And
Let's okay, sorry.
no, you're fine. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say while we're discussing this, Gaspar is going to take the chest and put it in the handy haversack.
Oh,
Oh, good
it's a
thinking. Yes,
big chest.
Oh, how big?
bigger than
Uh,
my chest.
yes, bigger than
No, not.
your massive, manly, hairy chest.
Bigger than a
It is
bread box?
the chest exceeds even your man boobs in actual liquid displacement.
Wow.
Wow.
How much larger than a bread box?
It is roughly the size of like a two-seater bench, like it's a big trunk.
Mmm.
Shit.
Shit.
Good idea, though, Timmy. That's a great idea.
How heavy is it?
It might weigh 150 pounds. You kind of lift up one side of it. You can lift it.
Jesus Christ.
Next level, I'll be able to shoot locks off things. So
I
we just go.
That's exactly what you want. Shooting logs off of dangerous chests with
Well,
shit in it.
Yeah,
we
this is
could put the
clearly a level
books in
4
the handy
chest.
haversack, you know.
Handy hack.
Speaking of hack, can we hack the chest if it's not like a... Maybe we should keep the things
we
contained.
should all chew on this and see if we can think of what to do about this while we talk to her. But
I
generally,
think so.
on
I
the
think we
chest
stay
would
in the
work.
house and we don't let this chest out of our sight while
it's
we're.
either secure the chest in a room or open the chest if we can, and then carry around a bunch of very evil, very magical books
Yeah.
and radiate evil and magic all the time anywhere we go.
In a
And
party
then we
with a
kill
paladin.
anybody that comes near us.
In a
Just
party
kill
with
them
a
dead.
paladin, it's dangerous to radiate evil. They'll just turn on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, make Dismas carry him, shoots himself.
I
wouldn't
believe
even
I'm
want to.
starting to turn. Blam.
As soon as the evil of book aura completely, overshadowed your good aura, and I could no longer tell friend from foe, and just go red-eyed and fucking
Why we're
jump
gonna
at
make
you.
Dismas carry them. Well,
Ugh.
everybody think about that, and let's go talk to her and have some bread.
I do definitely want to also, like, we should after we talk to her, we should try and split up or talk to some of the people who bailed just to like understand what they
You mean
knew.
kick
or...
their ass for being little bitches?
Yeah, no, I mean I'm also I want to fucking give them a piece of my mind and be like, you should show some respect, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm here for that. We'll start with her, and then we'll go
Yeah.
talk to the
Agreed.
townsfolk.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we leave, I'd like to suss out how devoted Miss Lorimer is to Pharasma, if I could.
Do you get a referral bonus? So,
He gets- he gets
just like looking
points. He
around her
gets reward
home.
points.
This is like this constitutes, like peeking around her home for various, sort of reverential knickknacks or in the way that she sort of carries herself, that, all that good stuff.
She says
Like,
she has extensively studied. Whoops, rolled a 2. She says she's extensively studied all the deities when she was at Wizard College, but she doesn't really favor any one over the other, though she respects Pharasma's use and function in the world as being essential.
Gotcha.
I am having technical difficulties.
Gotcha. And in his head, he puts her in the heathen bucket. He just
Oh
puts her. There's a
no!
list. Puts
Oh
her on the heathen
no!
list.
Wow.
and
That's okay.
silences her.
Pagan.
That's where Josh has had me for years. It's fine.
No, you're a good person.
Come on in.
You're
The
crazy a
water's
little
fine.
bit, but you're a good person.
Pardon, if we could set aside some room at the end of the table. I really do mean I don't want to let this chest out of my sight. So, Kaz, and Dismas, if you guys want to come grab onto this trunk with me and bring it into the room with us,
Yeah.
it feels
Okay.
risky to be out of the room with it.
Yeah.
I'll put it
I
in
don't
your
Toby,
like.
are we gonna see a?
I don't
Are we
like
gonna see a
touching it.
trunk icon?
Yeah, right here.
now with the
Trunk
Elephant
icon.
trunk.
Yeah, you guys bring it in and set it in the dining room.
Toby, I spun again.
You did it.
I don't
How?
know
Oh, this
how
one's
you-
not
how
locked.
do you
Each
do
individual
that?
token has to be locked. Yeah,
I don't
it
know how
happens
that
when
happens.
if you're on a trackpad. It's like, do you want to zoom? Do you want to spin your token? Let's have some fun.
Let's have
yeah,
a
that
spin, huh?
tracks.
Okay, there we go.
Please don't kill me.
Okay. I think your token is now locked. We'll see.
Just like the chest.
Wow.
My chest is not locked. It's open for anybody.
Hell yeah. Okay. So you guys have a modest dinner. She says, "I'm very sorry. This is all I have.
Oh,
if
no
you're
worries. We're
sticking
we're
around
happy.
tomorrow, I'll
Anything
send
you
out
offer
or
is wonderful.
okay." She's got some bread, some dried meat, some other slightly aged treats, and some decent wine. Her father has a decent wine rack in the kitchen. The house is as trashed as it looks.
I've got a great rack too.
Okay,
Shut the
wow.
fuck up.
God damn it! I was wondering if someone would jump on that.
Each room
Great
is
rack of
dusty,
ribs.
dirty, spider webs here and there, kind of tattered rugs, and he just doesn't take very good care of his house. It looks as rundown as the map indicates. So you guys sit down and have dinner, and she says, "All right. So the town told
Anybody
me."
have prestidigitate?
Whoa.
No.
I don't think so.
Covira?
Fucking
I don't think I have it
heathens?
yet. Let me look.
No, she can. She has. Yeah, she has
She
that.
has Ning?
Yeah.
And she can zap it off of you. What are you
Yeah.
cleaning?
Kendra might have it.
You better
Oh,
get
yeah.
taped.
Wow.
Wow. I was gonna say if anybody had prestidigitate, maybe we could clean her house a little bit for her. Might put her in a better mood.
Oh.
She says,
Lighten.
"Oh, when I have time, I'll study prestidigitate and clean up in here." But we
I
just
know,
haven't.
I know, but just love to help out wherever we can. I know this is gonna be hard to relive all this, so just trying to extend any helping hand that we can.
Thank you. You're kind of a giant ass kisser, and I like that.
I'll bend over, baby.
Whoa,
I
too
I
far.
taking a side
Sorry.
to Gaspar. She doesn't believe in our ways. We could end this at any time. The rest of these heathens too, honestly.
Oh
if they
my
bring
god.
swirling in.
Gaspar's just staring at you like you've been sitting too close to them books, boy. We've been here for 5 minutes.
I'm sorry. I thought you were an inquisitor. I thought we were stamping out.
Stamping
we were
out the unbelievers. Yeah.
Stamping out the non-believers here.
He gives you an inquisical look and turns back to Miss Lorimer.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, she says what she has been told is that her father was found out of town exploring some ruins, and she says that she has trouble saying this, but she says his head had been crushed. A stone had fallen on him, an avalanche or some other accident, and he had just been instantly killed.
How much do you buy that story?
She says,
Yeah, I was-
well, it does sound shocking and random, but also my father is very clumsy and very curious and has explored many ruins alone or sometimes with others, and I always worried that some trap would get him or some deadly fall or something like that.
Well, how common are rock slides or like just falling rocks in that area? If
That I
that's like
don't
an uncommon occurrence,
that I don't
then
know.
that's a little suspicious.
What do you know about the place where he was found?
Ruins outside of town, somewhere leading up to either the old prison or one of the forts around it.
Oh, is there an old fort and a prison around here?
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about them?
Oh, the prison, let's see. Her knowledge is pretty good about things. She says, oh, the prison hasn't been in use for 100 years, and there's just some ruined towers around it. And I've heard stories of very large sturges being up there. A sturge is a very large mosquito, for those of you that have been lucky enough to
Gross.
not encounter them.
Nope, no,
Disgusting.
thank you.
Yeah. She says basically a mosquito the size of a house cat. It can kill you. It can actually drain enough blood out of you to kill you.
Cool.
I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, yeah.
Wow. She says
Want
so.
some
He was near some of these dangers,
Wow,
certainly.
Sid.
But the body, I haven't seen the body, and we're supposed to bury it tomorrow.
Who has your father's body?
It's at the temple.
Mm.
Which temple?
There's only one temple in Ravengrove. It's a temple to Pharasma.
He's a great job.
Kovira, put this in your hat for later, but one thing we need to find out from locals is the prison and the forts.
Sure. Can I roll? I mean, I know we're far.
It's not polite
Far
to
from
eye roll
home.
people.
I knew. God damn it.
What
I let
about
it hang in
Rickroll?
the air.
Rickroll people?
Motherfucker. Public roll. Can I roll a knowledge local to see like if there's anything I
It
might?
would be, but we'd have to talk to locals to figure that out.
Yeah. Okay.
True.
Yeah, that's fair. So I can acquire. Okay, I see.
You're new in town.
I'm homeless. I have
I am
AIDS.
gay.
I will start with the fact that I am homeless, as that is a given.
Oh, such a good bit.
It really fucking is. Oh my god.
What else should we ask her?
I know. I'm trying to. So he asked, what was he doing? What has
Is
he
it-
been researching last? Go
I'm
ahead, Josh.
assuming, but is it common for bodies to be taken to the Temple of Pharasma?
Yes.
Okay. Just
Okay,
want to make
so
sure.
it wasn't there like, yeah, like prophylactically.
Is it, did he normally go adventuring by himself like this?
Oh, yes. He has for decades, since before I was born.
I mean, a guy who's been adventuring for decades, and, you know, an accomplished wizard at that, killed by a rock?
I know.
Seems rather unlikely.
This doesn't check out to me at all.
Yeah.
Who? So
We
before
should-
his death, how was the town treating him?
I'm not sure. I haven't visited in years. I've been away at school in Lepstadt, actually, but he's been a citizen here, a respected citizen, I would think. At one point, he was offered a spot on the town council, but he declined it as he travels too much.
Does he journal?
He does, and I haven't been able to find his journal, but I suspect it might be locked in that chest. When Father goes away on long journeys, I do know this. When he knows he's going out on a long journey, he doesn't like his stuff messed with, so he would lock up any dangerous materials and his journal in a chest like this so that it wouldn't be meddled with by anybody while he was gone.
Understandable. I think most of us would do the same. We might be able to, if we get to the journal, he may have written about any strange treatment. So obviously, getting this open is crucial.
Who is coming over tomorrow with the key to the trunk?
The Councilman Hearthmount, basically the city's attorney.
So the city's attorney, were they close?
I'm not sure. The councilman's not really Dad's type. He's sort of just a local politician and money guy.
Does the trunk look like it would fit in a wheelbarrow?
God damn it.
Oh boy. Not well. It would be very wobbly and difficult to wheelbarrow it around. It's big.
But that would be better than it not being in a wheelbarrow. Like, we'll
To
talk.
transport it, yeah. I mean,
We'll talk.
You could get like a donkey with a cart.
pretty tough to
Uh,
take. Pretty tough to take the chest anywhere.
Can anyone cast levitate?
We're professionals.
No, I cannot.
no.
I can punch it.
Yeah, make Taz punch it.
Punch the lock.
Okay. Did he have any enemies in town, or just in general? Had he made any enemies that you know of?
No, Dad's pretty agreeable. Most people tend to like him, I thought.
Okay. And did you know? I'm sorry if I missed this already, but did you know exactly what he was researching?
He has been researching the history of Ustalov's history with necromancy specifically for decades. That's his area of expertise. That's what he used to teach at Lepstadt when he could actually be bothered to stay there long enough to teach a course. So that's his specialty. In recent years, he has been focusing on a number of cults. He said that cults that worship either necromancy or the Whispering Tyrant or both.
Those of you who follow Pharasma, what are those?
I will roll knowledge religion to see if I know anything about these cults.
Okay.
I will
Can
also
I
do
support
that.
that?
Oh, I accidentally took 10.
Whoa!
And also, what the fuck?
Whoa!
What the fuck was?
I'm trying to
Try that.
discern general knowledge. Well, I guess technically Josh rolled first, so we'll assist him. Wow, everyone getting 11.
God.
Oh,
Yeah, so good.
Anyway,
I had a 30.
Well,
yeah, we could have.
nobody gives you a negative.
Trying to think of like general knowledge of these cults, but also if they're like the Whispering Tyrant is locked in his tower. So are these cults still active, or are they like long
Who's the
gone?
Whispering Tyrant?
Oh,
Whispering Tyrant is the necromancer who ruled Ustalov for 600 years.
Oh, the
and
Lich that came back as a Lich, all that bullshit?
Yeah,
yeah.
and then a bunch of paladins and other guys from neighboring countries were like, we can't live by this anymore. And they showed up and kicked his ass, and now he's sort of trapped in his tower.
Gotcha.
And there's that permanent garrison outside his tower that we were portaled to.
Yes.
But I think Josh's role technically came out first, so we will assist that one.
Oh, I didn't think mine came out first.
Well, Harrison's didn't compute for some reason.
Yeah.
That was weird.
No, that I accidentally hit take 10 on that one, so that would have.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then you did an actual
I'm
roll,
pretty
which
sure
was
I'm
garbage.
pretty sure I rolled second.
Yeah.
By the
Okay.
way it sounded. I don't know that
You
timeline
rolled after
device.
my weird roll, so the first
Yeah.
actual roll is yours.
But it's okay. Everyone rolled the same thing.
Yeah.
What you
The first
guys
all
what you guys
11s.
know is that that the tyrant has been gone for centuries. And most people think destroyed or dead. You now have unfortunately very direct knowledge that not dead, not gone, but imprisoned for centuries now. No sign of returning. And just like the loose undead, abandoned zombies or skeletons or unfortunately natural ghosts and other haunts, they gravitate towards Gallowspire where the tyrant is imprisoned. They don't even They couldn't tell you why if you can ask them, but they just kind of go there. And they mindlessly walk circles around it like it's Mecca to them. Like it's he still has some sort of aura or ability to draw them to him. And his effect on the living is that they know that he was a godlike being that ran the country for centuries, and they worship him, and they're certain that at some point he's going to come back and make Ustalov great again.
Hmm.
The living think this?
Yeah, there are cults of living people that worship the tyrant or other
Ah,
famous
ah,
necromancers. And
dumbasses, in other words. Got it.
some of these folks were enslaved to the tyrant or to vampire families for generations. It's really ingrained in them, in their culture, that they're the serving class and they need a master to serve.
Okay. Uh, Kendra, do you know of any links of these kind of cultish people? I mean, there's probably remnants of them around, but you know any specifics of this family thinks this way, or you know anything about that as far as town wise? If
Here,
there's any.
no. This town is, I mean, economically, this town has been dying for 100 years. It doesn't really have a local industry. It's some farms. It's out of the way. It's not any major thoroughfare. For a brief moment in time when the prison was active, again, over 100 years ago, it was they did more executions here than at any other prison in the country, supposedly. But that's a long time gone. The town is a fourth the size it was then, and it really is just farmers and retired soldiers, people like that here.
What do you know about the prison? They did executions, but who did they hold? What about the fort? What do you know who was stationed here?
She says, I'm less familiar with that, but I think Dad's library here has some information on that. And I know the town hall has an extensive library uh, that with records that date back to the days when the prison was active.
Okay, does my knowledge history tell me anything? Have I heard anything about it?
Yeah, I actually have a chart. Let's see, you've got a 16 knowledge history, and you are asking about the prison.
Prison in the fort.
Prison and the fart. Got it.
The prisoner's farts. What do we know about the prisoner's farts?
Yahar, hahar. All right, let me find my research here. I have a page of research. If I can possibly effing find it. All right. You have a 16. The name of the prison is Harrowstone. It's a ruined prison. It was destroyed by a fire over 100 years ago. Buildings are, what's left of them is vacant ever since. The locals, of course, have stories about it being haunted. Let's see. It was only in operation for less than 100 years. And it was founded as a place where the guards and their families could live in a town that would produce food and other supplies. Basically, the whole town was sort of built around the prison or around supporting the prison. And the fire killed all the prisoners and most of the guards and destroyed most of the prison's underground structures, which is where most of the cells were. And even the prison warden perished in the fire and his wife. There is a statue commemorating the warden and the guards who lost their lives here in town. And it's down by the riverbank. That's what you know with your knowledge history.
Okay, we don't know who was incarcerated. Anything about the specific type of people that was incarcerated there? Nothing like that.
No, but you can infer from the historical anecdote that it was one of the main execution sites in the country, that it would have been all, death row,
Pretty mean
capital
people.
offense.
Yeah.
Would have been probably lots of murderers or major crimes.
So ever since then, the economy of this town is pretty much going downhill.
Oh yeah, it's just become a little retirement community in nowhere.
Okay, what about the fort?
Fort's just well, you're not actually sure. There's not much history about that.
What a depressing little town we're in here.
Yeah.
Sounds like Vandalia.
Wow.
Wow. Got him.
Got him.
They are shutting down the Vandalia prison.
Yep.
Anything
So
else, team?
Well, I guess I think that we're on the right track. We should go to the temple. We should talk to some of the people who are pallbearers. We'll be more than happy to be your pallbearers. But we should talk to the temple, the locals, and then maybe the law enforcement in the town. And then
Is
it would also.
there a library, or where's the town history located?
in the town hall, she says.
Town hall. That makes
They
sense.
keep the
Okay.
records there. Yep.
We definitely need to visit town hall. We definitely is there a tavern, an inn?
Oh, she said, well, I would be glad to have you stay here.
Well, I thank you for that. That's we're so grateful, but just more for even local knowledge to talk to some of the locals to.
Oh, there is a tavern, the Laughing Demon. If I would be glad to buy you all dinner there tomorrow night if you wish.
Oh, I'm
That would
so
be great.
grateful.
We'll get through the funeral in the morning, and then you can do whatever you need to do during the day, and we'll have dinner there. It's a decent place.
I'll beat the shit out of your pussy
Whoa.
pallbearers.
What?
Whoa! Funny time to pause there.
Yeah,
That's
Jesus
that was a
Christ.
that was a pregnant pause.
I couldn't
Oh
think of the
my
word.
God.
Beat the shit out of your pussy.
Oh my
Willow.
God. This
Yeah.
is not going on YouTube.
I'll
have-
fucking scruff your pussy, cat.
If anybody in this party ever has sex, I'll kill
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I think you might be mistaking yourself for a paladin of Iomadi.
them.
Heyo.
They have a stick up their butt.
Yeah.
They're known for that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I meant pallbearers being wusses and backing out. That's because they're pussies.
Gotcha.
That's what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Brain
Just-
damage. Brain damage. Okay.
pound.
Yeah, we
that
believe you.
Pussy. Pound it. Okay.
All right. So we
Yeah.
put watches around the.
No.
Well, here's your bedrooms right here behind the dining room if you want to go take a look
Oh.
at them. Okay.
God damn, Dismas. Jesus Christ. Just fucking sprinted across the hall.
Oh.
Bedroom.
Sleep.
Just eager for content.
Hell yeah, content.
Content. Show me.
Consent.
Shit. What are watches? So we don't get any bullshit around this trunk.
Well, I mean, I guess we gotta decide if we're gonna take the trunk with us or not.
Well, I'm presuming we're staying here for the night.
Wait, Dismas, I don't know if this is the part of the house we're supposed to be in.
You can be upstairs. It's fine.
House is huge.
She takes the southwest bedroom on the second floor. And you guys can stay
Well, that's
wherever,
let's triple moving
wherever you
this.
wish.
I'm gonna stay in front of the trunk. Screw this. I'm staying in front of the trunk. Screw everybody. I'm sleeping in front of the trunk.
What time is it right now? Is it bedtime?
It's evening, dinner time.
Dinner time. Bum. I mean, we don't
Who
have to
has-
go to bed right now. We're gonna do some investigating.
What do you want to investigate?
If it's evening, I mean, we could go to the temple and see if we could look at the body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you guys closing
Please
so many
stop
doors?
fucking with the doors. God, chimps,
Oh,
little babies running through the house. Anyway, oh my god.
sleep in this bed.
Toby, are you regretting this level of detail?
No. They've gotta get it out of their system somehow.
Do you know who's doing it?
There are multiple people doing it. It's my answer. But yes, I can see everything all of you do.
I'm gonna catch you. Come here. Anyway, we can
The temple? You want to do the temple?
go to the temple. What are we gonna do about the chest in the meantime? We gonna take it with us? 3 guys carrying a big awkward trunk because we can't bear to be without it.
Yeah.
Fuck is it? Where the fuck is everyone?
We're in this fucking same room that we did the dining room.
Correction, I am upstairs.
God, me and Josh are hanging out in here.
Yeah, we're total badasses. Gunslinger of Pharasma. What is the security like at a temple like this?
Well, I will roll knowledge religion and tell you.
I have also knowing that. Assist him.
Hell yeah.
With your
I would-
total of 12, now 14, you believe
Wait,
that
wait.
the security of the temple would be people who work for the temple and worship Pharasma, and therefore they would not be people you would want to lie to or sneak past or harm in any way.
So
is
pretty decent.
Is Grave Charge the largest Pharasmic temple in Ustalav? Yes.
In Ustalov and possibly the world.
So, Josh, remember the temple in Cheliax? That is like that, but with Pharasma people.
Oh, that level of temple?
Wait. We are not.
You're not in Lebstadt. Grave Charge
Gravestad's
is
not.
way up north in Lebstadt. You're in Ravengrow.
There is nothing. I don't think there is anything high security in this town.
Oh,
Okay.
we're talking about a different temple of Pharasma. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I think the chest is safe with us, and its safety is suspect to anywhere else. But I'm also a paranoid lunatic who carries a double-bladed sword.
There could be somebody at the temple that could get it open, though. Be nice if we could see the books.
This town seems to suck ass, but maybe there's someone who can do something somewhere in it.
Oh, Dismas. Okay, let me ask you a question. Since your god is the god of death,
Yes.
if they saw books of necromancy, what would be their natural reaction? Like
As-
study them or burn them with all due haste?
Well, you do make a good point there, my good man, because I believe it would probably be the latter.
Okay.
Okay.
I think if maybe I'm overthinking whether or not these books are in jeopardy, but they are one of our primary objectives, so I don't want to lose track of them.
Nor do I.
Have not even attempted to get the chest open.
Well, we've attempted once.
Yeah.
Did Kovira attempt to get it open?
She did.
Yeah,
she
she
couldn't
didn't.
do it.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry. How hard was it? How bad did it not get opened?
Was it a 19? Sid?
Ooh, I don't
I
remember what I
believe
rolled, but
she
I
had
can
a
find it.
15, and that was not close.
Oh, why don't I mean, can I just fucking try it again? And
With
see-
more time,
Does it
yeah.
matter? Okay.
Okay.
What's your natural bonus, Sid?
About an 8.
1 second, I'm struggling with my mouse. God fucking damn it.
Do you want?
Yeah, about an 8, I think.
Okay. Well, we could possibly take 10 on it, but that's not too terribly higher than a 15.
How tough is this chest?
It's an 8.
Does it look like a
My
tough chest?
chest is like so hard.
God damn it.
Come here, Josh.
If what's your Sid? What's your disable device bonus?
8.
It's 8.
8.
Yeah.
So if we took 20, that would get us past superior locks at 25.
You took
How
20
long does it take
times
20?
as long.
Yeah.
Fucking day.
Like
It
she
would
spent
be
all day.
spending like a day or two on it. Yeah, that would be a lot.
Uh,
Okay,
Taking
if the
10 is like
guys
spending a whole evening on it.
if the guy is coming by with the key tomorrow, I think it's probably easier to just defend it for a full day. Or we could go to his house and bang down his door and get the key right the fuck now.
Go
We
to his
are the-
house and bang.
I like
You're the
that
police.
idea. I can kick indoors.
Yeah.
I
We're the police after all.
I regret my language of we're not the police here. I regret my language of banging down his door. It would really need to be a more polite request than that. I don't know if we want to make enemies in this tiny town.
Yeah.
So I don't get to kick in a door?
No, we'll find something for you to kick, though. I promise.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I don't think no-knock warrants are allowed in this town.
oh, you'd be surprised. We should get a donkey with a cart, and then put the trunk on the cart and have the donkey pull it.
Oh.
And then we just
Yeah.
take it everywhere. Right?
I'm sorry. What about your donkey?
We can get a donkey and then a cart for the donkey to pull and put the trunk on the cart.
Okay, so if we're talking about a donkey pulling this frickin' trunk around, how more conspicuous is it if we just leave a couple of people here to guard the fricking trunk, or just pull it all around town? Like, here's my trunk. Do you want to take it? You want to take it, little bitch? Try it.
Well, I mean, we could pile some wheat on it. Looks like we're just pulling wheat.
Wow.
Just got into
Yeah,
town. We're wheat salesmen.
frickin' monk and a cleric just
Listen,
pulling
man.
wheat around town.
Listen, man. You wanna do some strategy that involves splitting the party and put 3 real human beings on guard duty so they blow their fucking brains out from boredom? That's fine.
Yeah.
You know what? Fine. Gaspar
No.
and Jinvaya guard the trunk.
Yeah.
The other 60% of the party progresses the game.
Yeah.
How
No,
heavy
no,
is
no.
it? We can carry it with 3
I
of
mean,
us.
I'm just saying, how
Yeah.
conspicuous is it that we're freaking toting this trunk around?
Very
Versus-
conspicuous.
Yeah, versus we just leave it in the house that it's been in for how long since this guy died?
Months? It's been a week since he died.
A week. Okay, so not
And the
terribly
trunk's
that
been
long.
fine.
All right, you know what? Fine.
No. I think I agree that we can't leave the chest unattended, and I agree that it would be better if we left people in the house. But I also agree that carrying it around is way more fun.
Well, is there anything we
Way
can...
more fun. Way not logical, just way more fun.
Yes.
Is there anything we can cast or that like Kendra could cast around it to guard it?
Anybody have an alarm spell?
She says she'll keep an eye on it. She's not going to let anything happen
I
to
try-
her dad's house.
I trust it. It's her freaking dad's trunk. I think we can go all do our jobs and come back for a day.
My only question is, Kendra have junk in her trunk?
A little. She's
All right,
kind of got that
I-
flat white
I've-
girl butt.
I feel like I'm outvoted here. And I just want to state that if it were up to me, we would have a donkey and we would drag it around all the time.
I'm not against the idea. I just want us to. I'm playing devil's advocate here. I don't want us to make a dumb move.
I want a donkey.
I mean, if we attract attention to ourselves as like, why do those people have a cart with a donkey? I mean, how uncommon is that in the town? Like, I stick my head out I look out a window. I see any carts with donkeys? I feel like it can't be that unusual.
Does
On your way
anybody
into
have
town, you probably saw a
disguise?
cart with donkey. You didn't see any with giant, armored, iron-bound locked chests.
We'll
That's
throw
what
a
the
blanket
that
over
hay
it.
is for. Yeah.
Let's roll blanket. Who
That's
has disguise?
You don't need to disguise
Sid?
with a blanket.
I
You
do.
just gotta make sure it covers.
Disguise it
the
as a
entire
pile of anything else.
Can I disguise
You know, it's a
myself
pile of
as a pile
shit.
of...
Just a literal pile of shit. We're hauling the shit around.
Toby, can I do that with disguise self?
Not exactly. No, that's for disguising you, and disguise self involves not just designing a disguise for you, the person, but also changing your voice, your mannerisms, and pretending to be someone you are not.
It'd be a survival check, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's more like survival to try and disguise an object as another object, or hide an object. You could hide you could bury the chest like pirates.
So I
Oh,
can't
pirates.
do a pile of...
Oh, he
Pirates.
said the word.
All right.
look at Barry the chest.
I will. Does he have a shovel here? We'll bury the chest in the backyard.
No.
It doesn't have a shovel. All right, team, let's go buy a shovel.
You want to go
Let's
buy a
go-
shovel?
I want to go buy a shovel.
Okay, Dismas and I will go buy a shovel.
Who
Dinvaya,
has survival skill?
Quavira,
Let's see how distant or
I have a 9 survival.
who else has a good
Look at that.
survival.
Just him.
All right, this is reasonable. Buy a freaking shovel. Let's bury this bitch.
Roger, Dinvaya, Quavira, and Taz, please guard the chest while we go buy a shovel to bury the chest.
Indeed.
Can do.
Yep.
Alright, wait, no. Quavira, come with us
Yeah,
because
and
you
good
have knowledge local and
Yeah.
you can find where to buy a shovel. And we
survival.
can't.
Yep.
Kendra says the
Deal.
general store is just up at the town square on the northeast side, although I think they may close pretty soon.
Okay, we run there.
Quit
Yeah.
fucking around. Get to the store.
I cast
we roll?
Expeditious Retreat and I dead sprint to the general store.
I cast fly
Click
and
it.
I can't.
Okay. And you go running through the town at double normal human speed, like literally Olympic sprinter speed. You are
'Cause that's
running down the
conspicuous.
street towards the square. She said on the northeast side. I have marked it with its title so you can see it.
Is it
Okay.
called Casey's?
It's called General Store. I may rename it to Casey's, though.
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys get there, and it's closed.
Oh,
No. Can I break in?
no. Says the paladin. Cannot break into the store.
Let's go ask the jail if we can borrow a shovel.
Or the cemetery?
Oh.
You go ask the jail if you can borrow, if they have a shovel.
Yeah.
Yes.
You could go ask
Like-
Go ask the Pharasmic
No,
Temple.
we haven't got a shovel.
Go ask the Pharasmic Temple borrow their gravedigger's shovel.
That is a good idea. We
Yeah,
dead sprint to
motherfuckers.
the Pharasmic Temple.
Okay. You
We
just
don't
They
know
have
where it is.
spoons.
Spoons and ambition.
You can roll. You can either knowledge local to go talk to someone, or you can
Sid, we roll knowledge
wander
local.
around and perceive.
Yep. Rolling knowledge local.
Sid does the first one while I do the second one.
I need a second.
Okay. Who do you go talk to, Sid?
What were my options again? Sorry, I was reading.
You
One of my
have only
spells.
been to, in this town, the jail and Kendra's house. You
we
can
can
see
go to the
that there
jail.
is
I mean, I don't know
there's
where.
an inn on this
we're
side
going.
of the court square. There is all this other stuff's closed. Yeah, there's people wandering around if you want to just grab somebody and go, where's the whatever you're looking for.
Yeah, I'll stop a passerby.
Okay. What
Is
do you
there
want to
anyone
ask
in
them?
particular?
Where the Temple of Pharasma is.
Yeah.
They
I relay
point
that.
to the west, across the river.
Oh, god damn it.
Why is it a problem?
Where is far? Where
Oh.
across the river?
They point over in this area.
That big building right there.
Yeah, that's it. You can see the top of it.
Alright, let's go, lads. Dead sprint to the Temple of Pharasma.
Okay, none of you can keep up with Gasimer because he has double your movement.
Yeah, real team player.
Watch me.
I'm
Damn
so
it.
fast and so cool.
He is speed.
This party plays itself.
Feel the need for speed.
Does the church
I'm
have
gonna get you
double
a
doors?
non-spinning token there, Sid. There you go.
Does the church have double doors I can open at the same time and walk in like a badass and say, I need a shovel?
It does. You walk up to the doors.
Yes.
They're locked.
Fuck!
What?
They closed like an hour ago.
I go around
Church
back.
is-
Guys, how upset would Pharasma be if I
No.
broke it?
About the grace of our Lady.
They have a supply shed back here.
you see what looks like a number of supply sheds.
Are they locked?
Yes. They have
Okay,
a very
gentlemen, what would you
simple
like?
padlock on them.
All right, I'm willing to.
Will we allow it? Do you guys
If
need to
we
pray before?
if we borrow the shovel,
Yes.
you
Borrow
can
the shovel from our own
I
church.
feel like
our
this is
church.
dubious ground at best.
give it back. There's no reason why we shouldn't let Kovira bypass these locks right now. I don't think that's explicitly. If we're just borrowing,
No,
I
mean, you're
tackle
not
and
digging a
no,
crack my
grave or
no,
knuckles.
burying
no.
somebody. You're just digging
Stop
a
it.
fucking
Stop.
hole.
Stop.
it's in the interest of burying this
it.
chest, which I think is a
No.
very good thing to do.
Nope. We'll
Ask
bury it.
bystanders for spoons.
I think this is a bad idea. We're showing up in town. I just sprinted through the entire town, and then we're gonna sprint here and sprint back with a shovel. Like it's gonna become very obvious that we buried the chest to anyone who's watching us from this town. They'll be like, "Wow, those guys ran across town twice with a shovel.
With a shovel.
Where could the chest have gone?"
That or they just murdered someone and they're trying to bury them.
Also, we show up in town day one and fucking B&E, and the first fucking place we need to get into, we decided, no, let's just go
Standard
home.
low-level behavior. B&E.
What is it, Sunday?
No, cannot show
It's
up and
dynamite.
immediately make enemies of our own fucking church. Let's go
Come on,
home.
it's to thwart evil.
I mean,
I feel like they would condone this.
it's not the least invasive means by which we could thwart evil. We could just sit in the room with the chest for 2 hours and then go to bed. That would be less invasive than B&E.
So what is plan now?
We go back to Lorimer Manor.
Oh,
Okay.
I wonder who said that to begin with. Oh,
Listen, man, you just happen to be right, okay?
Back to
I
Back to
wonder
base.
who had the best plan. I
The-
wonder who
wait.
had that thought.
let's just examine here. We have used a spell and skills and gone out on a mission to get a shovel and returned without a shovel.
We were unable to acquire a shovel.
Yeah.
We
Hold on,
failed.
guys. Hold on,
Mission
guys. I just
has
need to roll
failed.
something I'm
Only
questioning right
because
now. I'm just questioning it right now.
every shovel containing place in this town is closed, including the church, which like aren't supposed to close.
I also don't want.
Farmers. Is there anyone who's a farmer?
No, dude, I don't
remember.
want to. I don't want to go anywhere and be like, "Can we borrow your shovel?" Because that defeats the purpose of secretly burying something.
Yeah, I wonder who said this might not be a very conspicuous plan.
I
I
thought
wonder
No,
who said that
wind.
from the
It
beginning.
sounded like the wind.
I thought burying the chest was going to be great. Sans anybody caring about, like, knowing about it. I thought that's just going to tamp down the evil a little bit, you know.
Okay, I think that we go to Josh's plan and we all just sleep in the room with the trunk and the chest, and we just guard it. And then the guy will be here tomorrow. He can open it with the key. We can have the contents of the chest.
We can bury the poor girl's father.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, bury the porker's father. And if
The porker.
I thought that's what it sounded like. You said porker.
Poor girl.
If
Poor
anything,
poor girl.
if anything happens in the night, I just
Not
want to be
pork the
very
girl.
clear.
Not pork the girl.
If anything happens, we are going to carry the chest with us to whatever emergencies may arise until it is secured.
Okay.
Great. Now an emergency is going to arise.
Okay.
Running across town, 3 dudes carrying a trunk.
Do we know where we might be able to secure a donkey as a pack animal?
Kendra says, I mean, at this time of night, it's a small town. It just goes to bed at like 7. You know.
I
this whole
mean,
town
in the
does.
morning, could we
Certainly,
could we?
you could buy or rent a donkey if that's what you're.
She's so confused
Yes.
at our
I
younger
think
exercise.
I think
get-
she's less and less confident in our abilities.
Yeah.
This
Ah.
is SEAL Team C+1. I mean, we're
every
great.
time you guys say something dumb, she like starts to cry and then catches herself.
Ma'am, I just want to be very clear. We're C-Puss Team 2.
Man, you know what? You might not be all that impressed if you had seen Seapuss Team 1.
They're dead now.
We
Actually, Josh, we
Fought
established some new
valiantly.
canon about that yesterday.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brent showed up and demanded to game, and so I threw together the CPUS Team 1 squad, and we played through how they disappeared
What?
with Jeffrey
record it?
Punsky and Brent Lappin.
Oh my lord.
Yes. Chaos, the Master of Chaos, and then the other Master of Chaos, because since they're both the
Oh
Master
my
of Chaos, they've never
gosh.
established which one of them is the Master of Chaos. There's
Oh
actually
my.
two.
Did you record it?
No.
Oh, you bitch.
It was just all like at the kitchen table. It was very, I winged it very much. But
I bet, yeah.
God, it was, and Jeffrey was fucking.
Oh my
mwah.
god.
Brent said he wanted to be a man with a shovel, so I made that happen.
Yep.
And Jeffrey wanted to be a gnome rogue.
Because of course.
Yeah, and I rolled a character for Gary Tendick, but he wasn't able to make it to play it. And yeah. They definitely have all disappeared. That much, the canon is confirmed.
Yeah, they're dead. We don't care.
CPUS Team 1 is gone.
I gotta pee. I'll be right back. You guys decide if we should go and do anything tonight or just sleep with the chest. I vote
All
sleep
right.
with the chest.
Figure out if the water is deep or cold.
The water.
What?
The water. When you take a pee, figure out how deep it is and how
No,
cold
I'm
it is.
ignoring you. I got
Wow.
bye, BRB.
He fucking distracted you with that one. Okay, are we leaving the chest in the dining room? We're all sleeping in the dining room, or are you going to move it to one of the servants' bedrooms where there's like 3 beds?
I don't know about these idiots, but I'm wherever the thing is.
Okay.
Yeah, I will also sleep in the room, and be on a watch.
So do you want to move it to a bedroom is what I'm asking, or do you want to leave it in
Oh
the dining
yeah,
room?
yo, we should take it upstairs.
Because the dining room
to
has
this-
giant floor-to-ceiling windows that look out, and
Yeah,
can
we
be
should-
looked in.
We should take it up to this nice, comfy room in the southeast.
What are the windows like in the upstairs?
There
They
are
small?
lots of windows in the bedrooms upstairs.
Yeah.
But they're
The
higher up,
servants-
which gives advantage, so that's
the
good.
servants' quarters do not have windows into the rooms. And the first floor servants' quarters are right off the kitchen, and there's one that has 3 beds in it. There's 2 that have 3
Oh,
beds.
actually, we should do it there.
Do it there?
Yeah.
All right, let's go there. Let's take it there.
Chest in this nice little room.
Taj, grab the freaking chest. Let's go.
Okay.
Hell yeah. I help.
Taz, they are in this room. I'm going to flick you into it. There you go. That's where they are. Okay, so is the party ready to go to bed, having wasted an hour on where to sleep and how to find a shelter?
Great plans. Yeah, great plans. What are the watches? Who has night vision? Who doesn't? I have night vision.
I'm a human. I do not.
I do not.
Basically, it's Dinvaya, Kovera, and then 3 humans.
All right, so I'll take first watch. Kovera take second watch.
There you go. She and Tim
And then
are
we have-
AFK, so they have to
Okay,
agree to
and then
whatever
we
you
have,
say.
and then we have 2 dumb humans on third watch, I guess.
Wow.
There's no
Hey.
really.
Okay, I'm back. What have we decided to do?
How deep was the water?
Man, you gotta quit all that.
Watches wise, Timmy, we have 2, 3 dumb humans. Kovir and I have night vision. We doing
So
2 watches, 3 watches? What do you want to do?
I think we do 2 watches. There are a couple of beds. There's 2 rooms. One's got 2 beds. One's got 3 beds.
We decided the servants' quarters which have no windows.
God, this is gonna be fucking tight. Okay, I think
that's what she said.
All right. So I think we do 2 watches. Whoever's on watch, God damn it, Sid, stands outside the servants' quarters. We'll do it that way. Lock all the doors. coming
Okay, so
into
we
the
have
house.
dark vision and human on watch at all times. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, I mean, we could also cast light in this hallway. It's fine.
Okay.
We have a hallway.
Do you want to keep a light spell on in the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
All right, I'll take first watch. What human wants to take first watch with me?
Sure.
Yeah, take Taz.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
Kovira and I will be second watch, and Dismas can sleep for 20 hours.
That works.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So the party all goes to sleep and leaves the chest unguarded.
No. No, you know that's not what we said to do.
That's
No.
not the plan, Tobis.
No. I stay up all night.
You know, we just throw the chest out the window. It's in the yard. Just fuck it.
10 minutes short of an hour navigating this chest. Because we're idiots.
Good golly.
Okay.
No.
No, stop. No,
Okay.
God. I'm casting mage armor.
First watch, perception checks.
That is Dinvaya and Taz.
Okay. Okay. 25 and 21. You don't find it. Second watch, perception checks.
That's, yeah.
16, 17. Okay. You don't find it.
Fine.
The morning arrives.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does do that.
Sorry, I'm eating so much popcorn. Is Kendra in the house?
She is. She's upstairs. Actually, by the time you guys get up, she is already in the kitchen making some breakfast.
Oh.
Hello, Kendra. Do you
Good
know
morning.
when Councilman Hearthmount is supposed to arrive?
We're supposed to meet the priests at the temple and take Father to bury him at 9 in the morning, and then after that, Councilman said he would bring the will by and read it.
Okay. What time is it right now?
7.
What time does the general store open?
Probably open now or by 8, I would think at the latest.
Okay, thank you. Alright. Now we go buy shovel?
Yeah.
You want to go buy a shovel?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay, you guys go to the Raven Grove General Store.
Yeah,
Let's
this
see.
time we'll send Dinvaya and Taz to buy our shovel.
Okay. Let's see. Raven Grove shops. View the scene. Here we go. And
We're sending who?
You and Taz. The rest of us will guard the chest. You guys go buy a shovel.
Get the best one.
Get the best shovel.
the
I
best
chip in
one.
five.
You
I chip
say.
in 5 gold for
Oh,
the
5
best shovel.
gold, dude. It's a shovel. It's gonna be like
I don't need gold.
It's gonna be like 3 silver. Please don't punch anyone to get the
Because
shovel.
why
ship-
would a cleric and a monk need a shovel?
I don't know. Just make something up. Or what kind of
How
questions?
about we send people of Pharasma to go buy a freaking shovel?
Okay.
Oh,
I'll go.
I have
I'll
money.
go.
I didn't realize that buying a shovel was too much for you. Me
Oh,
and
it's-
Dismas will go.
I think
Toss.
it's
Thank you.
beneath her. It's beneath her. It's the issue.
Oh. I love the RP.
Had oddly religious undertones.
We don't all go by this.
We don't all
some,
go.
Some people are back watching. Oh,
Okay.
Me
No,
and Taz,
these tokens are not here. I just leave them so the
Okay.
player can see.
Right.
Harrison.
Uh-huh.
I
Mon Paul.
walk into the general store and tell NPC, template, and civilian I would like to buy one shovel.
They appear to be just shopping here. You got to talk to the halfling behind the bar.
Ooh, that's
Counter.
awkward. You talked to someone who wasn't on the staff.
I don't see the halfling.
Staffling.
Oh, that's because there's whoever made this map made the countertop wall opaque. There you go.
Ah,
He comes out. Hey,
Hello, sir.
what do you need?
Just a shovel, please.
oh, not just.
Well, do you want a common shovel or a very finely crafted shovel?
Oh,
The best shovel.
I've got both.
We'll take your best shovel.
He says, I only have 2 of the good shovels. You understand?
It's alright. How much for the good shovel?
2 gold.
2 gold for a shovel.
Yeah.
I'll buy 2.
That's a bargain. We'll take both of them.
well. I also buy 50 feet of silk rope.
Gaspar does
Okay.
not have the appraised skill.
Okay.
Wait. That is an
Well.
exorbitant price for a shovel.
Okay.
Also,
How nice. Oh, sorry, Harrison. Go on.
I was going to ask Kovira what if her thieves' tools were common or masterwork.
I believe they're common.
They should be. Oh, I thought they were masterwork.
You found
Oh.
masterwork
Recently,
from
yeah.
Oh,
the
then she does have
basement.
masterwork. Yeah.
Okay, good. I actually can't afford the masterwork one, so I'm glad you have masterwork instead.
Oh, okay. It's all just too expensive.
It's too expensive.
Okay.
We would like to buy your 2 finest shovels. How much nicer are the fine shovels?
They're just fine.
Perception check or appraise? Oh, your appraise check was an 11?
Yes.
You are unable to discern any difference.
No.
It's in the
Okay.
craftsmanship. You can't always tell, sometimes.
We'll take 2 of the common shovels, please.
The guy says, all right, if that's all you need, you don't need a good one.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. You notice with Taz, with your 20 perception, that this shopkeep is a halfling. He's like maybe 3'10", 4 foot tall, but he is ripped. He has biceps. He is wearing a loose-fitting outfit, and he has sort of arm guards with little metal studs on him, like he's either a goth or he actually is partially armored.
Don't punch him.
Looks like a combat halfling.
Don't punch him. He's immune to punch. Combat halfling selling us shovels. Okay.
Yep. And his name
Let's-
is Pete's.
Let's go. I take my... Can we get a bag for this? Get like a
See that?
bundle?
Man has bought a bar of soap. He says, that'll come in handy.
Correction, 2 bars.
Can we bundle these shovels? Like leather and like wrap it so it's easier to carry?
Don't you have that?
You can just buy them
Infinite
from the
stack.
thing and they'll go into your inventory.
Alright. I just don't want to be seen walking around town with
don't
2
you
shovels.
have a sack, Timmy? Don't you have a
Don't
sack?
you have an infinity sack?
I mean, it doesn't... Yeah, I cram them in the infinity sack. I don't know if it's tall enough to fit shovels. Whatever, let's go.
use that
We
sack,
go
boy.
home.
Huh.
Is everyone done buying soap?
Yeah, what
Yes.
the fuck? Are you feeling unclean?
Hungry.
God damn it. Alright, go home.
Insatiable appetite for
He
cleanliness.
says, wait. You need a shovel with some subtlety?
I just look at
Maybe.
him.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He says, well, he looks left, he looks right, which is walls. There's no reason for him to look that way. And he looks under the counter, pulls out a bundle about backpack sized, wrapped in leather with a clasp over the top like a belt that's latched. And it's got sort of a single shoulder strap. He goes, yeah, look at this.
What is that? Is there a shovel in there?
It is a folding shovel.
It's a trench tool. It's like what you carry in the army to dig your poop hole.
We already have
He says this
a
is
folding ladder.
this is way better because it digs much slower and it's way worse for digging, but it's small.
Just staring at him.
He's sort of smiling. He seems like you're certain that he thinks he's doing a good job selling it. He's actually just describing how much less efficient it is to get a small shovel like this.
How much is that?
Only 10 gold.
Oh, we'll have to come back for that.
You buy that, I punch you.
Okay, let us go. Thank you for your time.
Sure. I'm Pete. See you around.
Nice to meet you, Pete.
Yeah.
We leave.
Okay.
Completely and immediately.
Okay. Done with the general store.
Yes.
I'll
I'm
make
done buying
its-
soap.
Make its little icon visible in case you need to go back.
Okay. We go home. What time is it now? Like 7:30?
Yeah.
All right. We go home.
Time do we need to be at the temple?
9.
Okay. What do you do?
Who are our strength characters?
I think I might be that.
Gaspar.
Yeah, I have 17 strength. And then Taz, probably.
Taz is pretty
Strength
strong.
and survival.
I have a 9 survival.
Dismas, you have a good survival? Kovir?
No.
I do. I
no,
have an
do-
8 or 9 as well.
I will
not.
roll it, and you guys can assist me.
And we want to disguise
yeah.
this hole.
I think survival is the skill we want for hiding the hole, right?
I have
You
a
don't want to
7.
hide the hole. You want to know where the hole is.
Do you want a strength check to dig the hole and then a survival check to hide it, or just the survival check?
It would be survival to do it, and based on how well you do it, will be how well it's hidden. It'll be basically opposed to somebody's perception or survival skill to find it.
Okay. We dig a hole in Lorimer Manor's backyard and bury the chest in it.
Okay.
I will not roll survival. I'm amazing.
Do I have a
Yeah.
strength
You
skill,
assist?
Toby?
Do you have a who?
Do I have a decent strength? I honestly don't remember my
You do.
stats.
You're a 14 strength. You're quite strong.
Okay,
I'll
you wanna
try
roll
to
it for
help.
me?
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh.
Back at 25.
There's a counter assist there. You notice that William, you're digging the hole, and Covera is trying to help you, but Dismas is digging a hole next to your hole, flinging his dirt into yours.
God damn it.
The dirt's kind of like hitting me in the face.
Mm-hmm. You dig like a dog. Okay. So, the other question is, can we remember where this was buried? Our total survival check is 25. I'm going to put this X on the map here. And then the party's going to just sort of need to remember that it's there. Okay?
Who has a good int?
I've got a not
Like-
negative. Probably Kovira or maybe Gaspar.
I have a 12 int.
I have a 10 in. Are we just
I
all
have a
right, guys? We might
17.
be a dumb. Okay. Good.
As soon as we bury it, it's gone from our minds.
What were we
Right.
digging the hole for?
That If everybody's got a
Hey,
tenant, that means we are as intelligent as your average group of people, i.e.
Yeah. So
So,
you have a goldfish's understanding of object permanence. Good.
Kovira is committing it to memory.
Can you put the eggs down again?
Nope. But I can
It
still
was
see it.
is here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Unless
It's right here in this neighborhood somewhere.
It's like right in the crux between these two buildings, you know, like right here.
Okay.
I'll
That's
take
where
up this
Mr.
entire goddamn field later.
That's where Mr. 7 Survival says it is.
Gaspar marks the place on his map.
Okay.
Stop marking on my markings, you fucking chimp.
Tic-tac-toe.
Toby, where are
Okay.
your ability scores located?
On the are you looking in the character sheet?
Yeah.
They're on a tab called attributes. You are 14, 12, 13, and then 12, 19, 13. You're basically like all 12 through 14 except for your wisdom, which is 19.
Gotcha. I was looking for man. He couldn't figure out where to find his.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. The attributes tab.
Is it under skills? Where is it at on his tabs?
There's a tab across the top called attributes. It's the second one. The first one is summary, and the second one has your stats on it. Yeah.
I go inside and tell Kendra proudly about what we have done.
We have proudly dug a hole in your yard.
I saw you from the window digging.
Please
Together?
try and help us remember where the hole is later.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's next? You guys have about an hour to burn.
Hmm.
Should we go talk to the local investigators who are trying to solve this before us and see if they know anything?
We should go to the church and look at the body before we bury the body.
Oh, good thought.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa. I've been waiting like an hour for someone to think of that.
Oh, you sly devil.
We were so bent on fucking finding a shovel for 45 fucking minutes.
It is 4:35 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah,
We have
I-
completed
Children.
Operation Bury a Chest.
I plan to quit in about
Yeah.
25 minutes, so this session may be less productive than some, but we can investigate the body. I think we have time to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We go look at the body.
Okay, Kendra says she will go with you in case there's any questions of permission. But she's not going to look at it. She doesn't want to see him like that.
I understand.
Okay. You guys just walk down the road together?
Yes.
The pack of you? Okay. She'll go with you.
Let us know, Kendra, if you see any of your former pallbearers, because we're gonna kick their ass for
We
being such
could.
pussies.
I
know-
do want to question them.
You gonna
I don't wanna
pound
spend
those
a bunch-
pussies.
I don't want to spend a bunch of time on it now, but
Yeah.
it might be wise to walk around this town other than looking like a pack of people wearing badges. Look at Kendra walking down the street with 5 cops, one of whom is a red-skinned devil lady, another is a fucking Bruce Lee level physically fit shirtless man,
Do we have an Azamar and a Tiefling in this party?
and
Correct.
a guy with a gun.
And the guy with no shirt on.
Yeah, a guy with Dragon Ball Z hair and no shirt.
It's like
Oh man.
the most sore thumb party I can imagine.
We'll
I
turn
guess-
you to the west, like, you know.
We could have Caligon, and that would be worse. Less
That
subtle.
would be worse.
An 11-foot tall lizard man.
Diplomacy is always worse with Caligon present.
It's true.
Okay.
But we go to the temple.
Yeah.
Okay. The Temple of Pharasma is not only the largest building in town, but the most elaborate. Its eastern facade displays an intricate stained glass mural depicting a stern Pharasma judging. You can roll knowledge history to try and identify who she's judging in this stained glass. But this is basically what Pharasma looks like.
Can I use
That's
religion?
rich.
Because I would have studied her in my religion classes.
And I can do knowledge religion.
knowledge
Yeah,
religion.
you guys got enough. 17's good, but there's some counter support. Dinvaya is a little confused about the noble history, but is helpful. Yeah. Now, Dinvaya has you guys at a 25 total knowledge history. So Dinvaya says that is Count Andachi, which is one of this region's most infamous previous rulers from centuries ago. And I'm not sure why Pharasma is judging him, but that's definitely who it's supposed
Good
to
guy,
be.
bad guy. Good guy, bad
No.
guy.
Seems
Yeah.
like bad guy. If Pharasma's frowning at him and looking judgmental on him, it's not good. Pharasma is generally a neutral deity who is very, very, very opposed to the existence of any undead or any form of it. So she's become a pretty popular religion in Ostalav since it freed itself from the undead menace.
Yeah.
Freed
Scourge
itself,
Solid.
meaning a gigantic army of gigachads from 3 different countries came here and spent 12 years fighting.
Giga chats.
Yeah, one of those gigachads, by the way, was the still mortal, not yet a deity, Iomadai.
Nice.
That's what it took to get rid of this guy. She like kicked his ass and then went and became a god.
Yeah.
I like her more and more.
And
She's still not as good as Bri, but whatever.
No, Iomadai's pretty cool. She's really strict and wrapped up in honor and sort of militaristic discipline and stuff. Kind of her paladins are very, very stiff sort of individuals, but Iomadai's pretty legendary in Cheliax and in Ustalav because of that. And she was the second or third in command of the army, but they watched the head of the army get killed by the whispering tyrant, and the second in command, who was the former herald of the god Erodin, like an avatar of a living deity, was killed on the field of battle by the whispering tyrant and reanimated into a vampire that served him after that.
Wow.
Then it all fell on Iomadai. So pretty rough history in this place. So you guys
So, do you
reached
have
the
any
temple. Yeah.
rocks in that dryer?
Harrison is washing something. I don't know why it's quite that rocky, but
It's their buttons on a coat that.
It's okay. I was
dry
joking with you
right
guys.
now,
Put my
unfortunately.
coat in the dryer, AMA.
It's like a shirt coat. I don't, dude.
Oh, a shacket. All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't know that whenever I knew everything about that battle of Iomadai, except for the fact that her predecessor was killed and then turned. I didn't know
Oh.
that.
Yeah,
no.
me neither, actually.
yeah, some rough stuff. Rough stuff in this country's history. Okay. So
Imagine if you show up and you're like, "Who's in charge here?" And then the zombie vampire of your former boss looks at you and says, "You are, sir."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was rough. He pretty much.
Side
did that as a
note,
big
I
F
wonder
you.
if that's the vampire we're dealing with in Vengeance. That would be badass.
That would be badass.
Vampire.
The vampire. You mean like the little lady that helps us out, Josh?
Mm-hmm. In Vengeance.
Oh
I
no,
don't think so. I think she's from the doll.
Yeah, Violetta's from the doll. She's just purely a creation of mine. She's about 400 years old. That person would have to be thousands of years old.
Okay, let's.
It would be that being, the being that was killed by the tyrant and turned, was more akin to Gabriel than any like person you know. Like it was an angelic demigod-like being.
That sucks.
Yeah. And God, there's some really cool lore about that whole fight. Basically, the guy who was in charge had his sword shattered and was killed by the shards of it by the tyrant, and then I think Iomadai gathered the shards and reforged it, and that's her sword, which when she defeats the tyrant with it, it becomes like a +5/+6 holy sword. It becomes Heart's Edge, which is the sword that the Hell's Vengeance rebellion is about.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So all of Hell's Vengeance is over a sword that Iomadai wielded here in Ustalav against the tyrant.
I hope in Rebels, Gabriel's going after that ass. I hope so.
Yeah, I mean,
Might get invaded by Glorious Reclamation Paladins if you're like hanging out in Cantargo and you're like, this is my sword now.
well, it probably won't shock you that in most of the playthroughs of Vengeance, the evil party does come across the person who has the sword now. So if you've ever wanted to fight somebody with the most powerful weapon in the world, you get to.
I'm just
Would you
saying.
believe me if I said I don't?
I'm just saying. I hope in Rebels Gabriel with Redeemer gets to fight that bitch.
That's a good guy. That's a good guy. We're getting off track. Let's go look at the dead body
Okay,
before Toby
yeah.
has to go.
Focusing. We got
Welcome
a little
back.
bit. I got just a little bit of
Woo,
time
dead
left.
people.
Okay, you guys reach the temple. There's this beautiful stained glass window, and you notice that today the doors are open, and there is an acolyte sweeping off the front step.
Walk up. Flash my badge.
He looks at your badge and kind of looks like he's struggling to read it, and he goes, "Kapus. What's a kapus?"
Does this guy seem like a lawful good follower for us?
He is wearing, I'm not even going to make you roll. He is wearing a symbol of Pharasma around his neck, and he is wearing friar robes, and he has his head shaved in a really unattractive manner and is sweeping the steps of the temple. He looks
Hell
like he is
yeah.
about 17 years old.
Then a true 15 diplomacy
Yeah.
to ask him.
15's not bad. And you wear a symbol of Pharasma?
Said the pedophile.
You openly wear a symbol of Pharasma? Wow.
Oh
that's
yes, of course.
Dark.
Everywhere.
Then you get +2 diplomacy in dealing with people at this temple. So
Oh yeah, and I don't get -2 because he is of my alignment.
that's right.
It canceled itself out.
Your poor
Nice.
little, your poor little trait does not hurt you with him.
Just want to be very clear about what's happening right now. This is like if a fucking an NYPD police squad rolled up to like a Vandalia funeral home, and they were
my
like, "Yeah, we're a New York SWAT team. We'd like to see the dead guy." Like, what the fuck are you talking about here?
It is literally Die Hard 2, where John McClane is in a Washington, D.C. airport going, "Hey, you got a terrorist attack, dickless."
What are you talking about?
And they're like, "Shut up, McClane. You're not even from around here. You got no jurisdiction."
Oh, be not afraid, son. We're just here to see. We're here to do some investigating. And we'd like to see that body. You got in there.
Not
just
your
go get-
body, the body of the dead man.
Oh, yes. Very clearly, not your body, little boy.
Definitely not your body. Okay.
Little 17-year-old boy.
Wow.
Supple young. Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
It's going well already.
Jesus.
He says, "All right, Father Grimborough's inside, just preparing for the funeral."
I
We
give
pass him
him
and
the
nod and thank him.
yeah, I give him the Pharasma equivalent of "Peace be with you." We go inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
He does, your typical Nazi Sig Heil and says, "To the grave."
Whoa, is that what
No.
they say?
No.
Okay.
Uncool, man. Uncool.
Guy's been on the wrong message boards.
He's been radical. No.
Oh.
Okay, but Brent never looked at his shovel, but it says that his shovel has engraved on it, "Lady, grant me the tools to do your will, and I shall never tire."
Oh.
Pretty metal.
What?
Yeah.
Brent's holy shovel is named Sanctus Trulla. It is a holy shovel.
Wow.
Undead creatures who attempt to grasp or hold the shovel take 2d6 bane damage per round until they're destroyed unless they let it go.
Oh,
Dang.
And any trained wielder, after possessing it for 24 hours, can call it to their hand from up to 100 feet away by uttering the words, "To the grave."
Kinda
what?
rad.
The level of thought you put into these
That's pretty metal.
items
Where
are
can I
badass.
find one of these shovels?
What level were these characters?
5th.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 12 minutes. We gotta inspect corpse now.
Gagged,
Okay.
bound, ready to pound.
Kendra says they would like to see father's body, and Grimborough. Let's see how he does here. He looks at their holy symbols. He nods. Does the secret Pharasma handshake. He looks like he's about 1,000,000,000 years old. He looks very frail. He walks with a cane very slowly. And he hobbles back into one of the side rooms of the church where there is a coffin and a number of prepping tools, not embalming, but sort of corpse prepping. And he says, there wasn't much to be done. He says, I'm going to go speak to Kendra, but you only have about an hour.
Thank you, Father.
Okay. You guys have the corpse in a room by yourselves. What do?
I heal check on it.
I will assist his heal check.
Okay.
God damn it.
The skull has been completely flattened, destroyed, really. There's not, it is absolutely shattered and squished by what must have been a 200-pound stone, just a huge rock. Squished it.
Pancake.
Yeah. And from the neck down, from the neck to the fingertips and toes, there is no damage. Although clearly this was a human male in his late 60s, early 70s. He was old, thin, really tanned, and has clearly spent a lot of time outdoors. He has dirt under his nails, and he almost looks like a laborer's body. He's pretty fit.
We should collect a sample of the dirt. Soap.
Wow. Tom
For those hands.
brings out the soap.
I want to detect magic on his body.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll cover my eyes.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Okay. He radiates magic. From what Kendra told you, he is a accomplished wizard, so that makes quite a bit of sense to you. He's, like a 4 or 5 out of 10, even in death. Still radiates a number of different auras.
Evil or good?
Yeah, what about evil?
He does not radiate any evil. He's just a corpse. It could have faded, but probably it would still register like 1 or 2 out of 10 if he was a real bastard.
Oh, while we have him here,
Hmm?
you know what? It's pro strat. I pull out this baby,
Okay.
and I cast Sanctify Corpse on him, as I'm sure they'll do. But
I was gonna say I wonder if I could do something like that too. Good job.
Yeah. That will sanctify his corpse for, I think, 24 hours.
yes, just to make sure nobody comes tonight
Nobody meddles with
after
him.
he's buried
Yep.
and fucking yeah.
Okay.
Is there Oh, sorry, go on, Sid.
No, you go first.
No, you go.
It's unrelated.
Okay. Is his head smushed at what appears to be, the proper angle for a stone to have fallen on his head? Like, is it smushed down into his shoulders, or is it smushed, like, back?
Interesting question. Your heal check suggests that it did not press his skull down into his shoulders or torso. You can roll a survival check to extrapolate more.
I will do that.
I will assist.
I will not.
He's
Uh,
dead.
I'll try to assist now.
Oh, he's dead, isn't he,
Ah.
Dismas?
Yeah.
Oh my
Pretty dead.
god.
What does my spellcraft skill do?
Identifies
Tells you about
spells
magic
being
items.
cast. Yeah.
Sid fed me some popcorn earlier. Does that give her one reroll?
Oh my god. Sure. We're about
Sid,
to
can I
crit,
have-
so yes.
Can I have your reroll to reroll the survival check, Sid?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. He's dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a 19, but Kovira adds +2, but Dismas takes away 2, so that's a 19.
Hell yeah.
Low level characters.
I'm
So-
level 2.
Level 2. So, the body was laying flat on its back when the stone was dropped directly onto its face.
Well, that
And-
doesn't seem.
And you are certain by the way the blood flow has occurred, or rather in this case, not occurred, that he was dead for some minutes or maybe an hour or two before the stone crushed his head.
So staged.
Definitely some sort of stagecraft has been at play here.
Well, can
God, that was really good.
I
That was the
roll?
best usage of that sound effect thus far. That was really good. So, are there? Go on, Harrison.
I was going to ask if we could roll Knowledge Arcana, or if we would be so familiar with the spell Speak with Dead that we could surmise the intentions of somebody wanting to completely destroy our
give
good
me
professor's brain.
Give me a spellcraft check or knowledge religion if
Fucking
you're better
on
at
it.
that.
Let's. I think, Kovira, what's your spellcraft?
1 sec.
Oh, we're assisting Dismas.
Okay,
Spellcraft is a 7.
go ahead and roll. Ooh,
I also have a 7.
that's a monster spellcraft. Dinvaya and Dismas both point out that the spell Speak with Dead is available to relatively inexperienced clerics. You don't have to be a big hotshot cleric to be able to cast it, and it is a known thing in Ustalav, a country very, very familiar with undead and magic, a little more so than your average populace would be. And Kovira, with her 9 spellcraft, brings down William's spellcraft check to a 21. But William says, let's see, Pathfinder, Speak with Dead. Speak with Dead brings a corpse back to a semblance of life, allowing it to answer questions. You can ask a number of questions based on your potency as a caster. The corpse only knows what it knew during life, including the languages that it spoke, and the answers are brief, cryptic, or repetitive. And if the creature's alignment, the living creature's alignment, is different from the person who's casting the spell, then it may resist. And it could even lie. So this spell's functionality is pretty well known to you guys. You've studied it in school. You probably never cast it or seen it cast, but you, for example, in like one more level, no, two at 5th level, Dinvaya will be able to cast it. For example,
So theoretically, Father Grimborough might have been able to cast it.
Father Grimborough definitely can cast it.
Are there any other wounds on any part of his body that could have caused death?
Nope, there aren't any wounds. He's not even bruised.
Okay. Um.
Well,
Shit.
take that
Can
back.
we-
He has slight bruising on his back and shoulders as if he fell backwards. Not far, though. Like he got knocked down or fell down.
If there's no physical wounds on him, can I roll spellcraft to think of what sort of spells might have killed him without, he wasn't lightning bolted, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
but to see what sort of spills might have killed him without leaving a mark.
I don't know why that macro does not go, Josh.
It never does. Yeah, I don't know why. Either.
Let me.
I'm rolling, and you boners can assist me.
Dinbai, can you cast Detect Poison?
Maybe a given time, but I don't have a prep today.
You can try it again, Josh. I think it'll work now. Spells that could do this, there are thousands. Yep, 17 spellcraft from Dinvaya. There are thousands, and the lowest, low level stuff. From what you guys know, you instantly think of the spells that you have access to. Command could make someone lay down or fall down, but they wouldn't stay there. Sleep could make someone fall down, and they would be asleep for several minutes. Hold person freezes people in place. They often don't fall down. They just stand where they were standing for the duration. And that can be escaped within under a minute by even a weak person. Higher level spells, there's plenty of stuff that just goes, you're dead. That would not leave a mark.
Something must have killed him on his feet because he fell backwards, bruised himself. Is there any way to tell if the bruising happened post-mortem or if the bruising was like the last thing to happen before he died?
No, the only reason you would see bruising is because he fell backwards and the bruising happened at death or right after.
Pre-mortem, yeah.
Yeah. While he still
do we know
has
how
some
high level
semblance
he
of blood
was?
flow.
That's what I was about to ask, yeah.
You could ask Kendra what the highest level spells he could cast are.
Oh, I meant... Never mind, actually.
Yeah, we would ask Kendra how high level he was.
She says, I've seen him cast Stone Shape, which is 4th. It's the highest level spell I've seen him cast.
It's like a, what is he, like a 9th level wizard then?
It would be 7th. Minimum 7th.
So he's not going to be taken out by a little boy. Let's be a decent big boy.
Well, is it a possibility that something killed him? That there's some wound to his head that is now obscured by it being completely pulverized, but whatever crushed his head. Yeah,
possibly.
Yeah.
The only thing that suggests otherwise is that he does not appear to have suffered any pre-mortem or even immediate post-mortem blood loss. He just keeled over.
Yeah, like if you do some sort of physical damage to his head, then there would be, like bits of bone could have punctured other parts of his body or left blood all around him.
If you longsword or warhammer or longbow him in the head, he bleeds out. Like regardless of head trauma, he would still bleed out. He did not bleed out. His body fell down full of blood, started to manifest bruises, but then it was too dead to really make him too bad, and then his head was squished later.
Gotcha. All right.
Why would someone want to intentionally just squish his head? Does that prevent him from being a...
Yes, you cannot cast Speak with Dead on somebody, right? You need an intact head.
Got it.
Yeah, you need to have an intact head if you want to cast Speak with Dead.
Yeah, that's how you... There's a little mnemonic for you.
I can't make mine make the noise.
Oh. Are you rolling the buff or activating the item?
Oh my god. I was in the wrong page.
Yeah, it did that before too.
That's okay.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Yeah, Josh, I made one for you too. It's just badge, BADGE.
Soap. Always soap.
Just be aware that the badge turns on the buff, which means you are showing your badge and it's visible. And going forward in this campaign, if you guys click that thing, I'm taking it. It's entered into canon. You have pulled out your badge and flashed it.
Okay.
Okay.
No takebacks. Just so you know. Right now, you're just wearing them openly because there's not a lot. Nobody even knows what the fuck they are, and they do.
I don't have a
badges.
choice.
Yeah, you don't have a shirt. Well, I said you wear usually just a belt buckle. You could cover it up with something. You could put a sash on or something.
Put a
Dragon
shirt
Ball
on.
Z to
Good
have
grief.
a sash. Yeah, you could also wear a shirt.
If it's just the party
Never.
alone in the room with this body,
Mhm.
I know we're about to wrap up, but I would turn and say, I think we should consider not wearing these badges openly because, given the discussion that we just had, it seems this man was killed via high level magical means, um, and then someone tried to make it look like an accident. So I don't know who. That's a more deliberate homicide than we initially suspected, and I don't know who in this area or town could have done that. But until we figure out more, I don't think these badges help us that much because we have no jurisdiction here. So we should just deny as much information as possible to whoever is out here murdering high level wizards.
Yeah, and it has to be due with what he was studying, what he was trying to figure out. So the
Maybe,
more
yeah.
undercover where we are, I think the better. I agree.
I'll shove
'Cause
my
if-
belt buckle in my pocket.
Yeah, put mine in my pocket too. From now on, I'll be casting light on my hat.
Okay, are we done
Yeah.
examining the body? The next
Yeah,
thing
we
we
can
do will be
pause
the
here.
funeral. Oh no, I want you
Yeah.
guys to bake this in your noodle. You arrange yourselves to carry the graveyard's maybe 2,000 feet from here. You're actually just going to carry it that distance probably because
Oh,
the
yeah.
professor doesn't weigh very much. It's a simple pine box. You can easily carry it because there's 5 of you. And the Father Grimborough and the acolytes head up to the graveyard to prepare the grave, and you guys are to bring the casket and you carry it up through the streets, past several houses in the town, past a group of trees up towards the graveyard. Kendra telling you the way as you go. And as you're rounding the corner and you look into the graveyard, you see a long line of men standing and blocking your path, and they are holding clubs and farm implements. And it looks like they are planning to prevent you from entering the graveyard. And we will take it up there next time.
Oh, these bitches.
And NPC templates 1 through 30.
That's right. You don't want to fuck with NPC template. Fuck you up.
Who doesn't have night vision?
All the humans.
Me.
I
God damn
Most
it.
of the party.
Just cast darkness and fuck their shit up.
Dude, one
Wow.
time we had, I mean, the Hell's Vengeance party, I think almost all of that party has dark vision. It was amazing. Just
I'm
cast
sure.
darkness.
Yeah, we did
Just
that
like,
we did that in a bar one time, didn't we? We just started casting
Mm-hmm.
darkness on people and fucking them left and
It
right.
was the normal mode for the original Iron Gods party, which was 2 drow, a half orc, and a tiefling. Everyone had dark
Yeah.
vision.
That
all
was the
time.
party
Bingo.
I'm thinking
That
of.
was the party.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
your drow monk and the tiefling could cast dark vision or darkness each once a day.
That was a.
It's so nice.
And
Yeah,
the
it's
orc,
yeah.
the orc was a 2-bladed sword or 2-bladed axe slayer, so she had sneak attack on every in the dark. LOL.
Yeah, team of drow rogues and wizards.
Oh, it's the dream party. Like we fucked around with it in BAFA, the Black Air Force campaign, but we haven't done anything with it in a while. But yeah, all drow is dope. Okay, good session, everybody. Thanks for playing.